You're going to keep learning the same lessons until you actually learn the lesson, right? The universe, God, he's going to keep sending you the same problems, same things you keep struggling with in a different set of pants, right? So it's going to keep coming back over and over and over again. Same mistakes you keep making, same problems. They're just going to keep compiling, right? That's how life is, whether we like it or not. I know from my experience, that's how it's always been, right? That I've had to learn the lesson until I've actually learned the lesson, right? You know, first stint I did in prison was about 6 months. I got shock probated. I had no idea, whatever it was. Went down LaGrange, got shipped down. 6 months flew by, even at 22 years old. However, I didn't learn the lesson. Got out, continued to do the wrong things. So, guess what? I had to learn the lesson until I learned the lessons. I sat down for another 3.5. That's how I got my 4. In Kentucky, you do 20% as long as you're a nonviolent offender of your 20, 4 years altogether, right? And a lot of lessons this last time I learned, right? So, like I said, the universe is going to keep sending them back to you, whether it's, through your vices, through the pain, through your suffering, whatever it is. And hey, I'm hoping you're not where I was in my life and the mindset that I was in, right? We might be talking about, your professional relationships, your personal relationships, your professional choices, your personal choices, whatever you like to do, right? That God's going to keep sending these lessons to you until you actually learn them. And then you also have to sit back and realize that not everybody in your life is meant to be there for your whole life. Some people come in for seasons, right? That's why you see a lot of people that are miserable marriages because they married somebody that was only supposed to be in their life for a short season. And that's how you get 12 years of bad marriages or 13 years or whatever it is, right? So you have to realize this, that again, back to them choices, back to whatever vices you're using, trying to get away from the reality you're in. You have to see life as it actually is, not what you want it to be, right? And a lot of times in our life that we look, even, I know from my relationships that you look at somebody and you want something out of them that they're not. You put into some kind of imagination in your head that they're this person when really they're over here, right? So you got to be able to look at the world as it is, not as you want to see it. The rose-colored glasses is a big saying that I remember when I was growing up that the old-timers used to say. The relationships are very, very crucial for your life, whatever you're doing, whether it's your professional relationships, your personal relationships, the people that you're even around, just hearing them, right? Because we all know that even negative people, if you're around them too much, you're going to become a negative person. So go ahead and see that in your life. And, if it's somebody you care about, ask them to change. If they don't change and they don't even put an effort, then they don't care. So go ahead and prune that leaf off the tree and keep it moving, right? And that's the big thing. I ran into a lot of good people when I was down. A lot of solid people, a lot of people that helped my life. I could list them off, the things, even the bad people. I learned good things from them and was able to put that into my life and to where I'm at now. And hey, I'm nowhere near where I need to be, right? I'm always struggling. I'm always, deering back and forth, trying to figure things out. Life is not always easy. So you have to remember that. Big thing is don't believe everything that you see on the internet, that these people are living these happy lives. Nobody's happy all the time. It just doesn't happen, right? You have to stay in control of your emotions and moving forward. Because once you let your emotions get the best of you, that's where you make the same mistakes at, right? You fall back to your default that you were doing from way back, or you still might be doing it. You have to make a conscious effort to change where you're going and where you want to be. And that's a big thing that people have a problem with, right? You keep making the same mistakes, you're going to get the same problems over and over and over again. I've seen dudes get locked up for dope, continue to get high, continue to have the same problems. The woe is me, that victim mentality, that's what they kept preaching, and the same thing kept going. Instead of them actually taking extreme ownership of themselves, of their lives, of their decisions, they continue to have to learn the same lesson, and then there's some of them that have been doing it the last 20 years and they'll continue doing it. And I can guarantee you, somebody in your life that's continually making the same mistakes over and over again. Best thing you can do is reach out, try to help them, try to show them a better way. Obviously, as an example first, and say, hey, look, this is what worked for me. That's what I do with a lot of people, is that I choose what had worked for me, try to implement in their life, right? If they care, they're going to make an effort. If they don't, go ahead and cut them off, man. It ain't no big deal. There's 8 billion people in the world, right? And God might have brought them into your life for that short little lesson. That's all you need to know. All you need to know, right, is to be able to move forward from there and see life as it is. Because it's going to keep coming back if you don't learn the lesson, just in a different colored set of pants. That's it. So make sure you're staying on top of your game. Staying on top of your mind is the big thing, and seeing things as they really are, and continue to move forward. Stay blessed. We'll talk to you soon.